Well, now we bring you the live from Digital India campaign.
Digital India program, I wish to congratulate them. You know, whenever I become minister in some department, normally I see the legacy issues. In Sanchar Bhavan, I had a lot of legacy issues, which all of you know. And I was very concerned and keen that we must give a message that we mean business. A spectrum auction was our benchmark, the way it was conducted, the way we introduced good governance practices, the way we resolved the defense ban pending for 7-8 years, all gave a good indication. I'm happy that today Sanchar Bhavan is free from a lot of influences. As I always say, whatever is required to be done shall be done. And whatever cannot be done will not be done regardless of whatever is done. With that mantra we are working today. The second is the electronic manufacturing was an area looked quite neglected. I remember when Ajay was giving me a presentation, there were only 3 officers, Ram Sevak Sharma, Ajay and then a director. He gave me a big vision of electronic manufacturing. This struck me. I started pursuing it vigorously. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that I have been able to take the entire country on board. I talked to the chief ministers. When I called a meeting of IT ministers, I asked Ajay to give a presentation, and I was myself anchoring it, asking whatever questions you want to know. And against 2 approved clusters, today total number is 21. And today there is a competition among chief ministers to give more clusters. About 23,000 crores of proposals have come. I have approved for the MSIP schemes 12,000 crores. And I was just asking Ajay, how many have come in productions or about to come in productions? There are Samsung mobile phone, then there is Bosch automotive electronics, there is Desai printed current circuits, there is Nidec IC-based motor, the SGS for EMS, and many are going to follow. Therefore, either the construction manufacturing has started or is going to start. Today, why I am very much keen on electronic manufacturing. Mr. Anil Agrawal became a little more forthright in declaring, yes, I was after him for the last 4 or 5 months, persuading him, cajoling him, come in a big way. And they really came in a big way in electronic manufacturing. Today, electronic manufacturing has caught the fancy. The PM also gave his own impetus on that day. I am grateful to the Prime Minister. Therefore, today I would like to hear from you what more is required to be done. We have already done a lot, which I will say in my concluding remarks. The second thing is the infrastructure part of optical fiber network to other things, which Rakesh Garg has spoken. I need not speak. Digital India today, having caught the fancy of the country, people are talking about it. I have not the slightest doubt in its success. And let me give you 3 instances as to why I am very hopeful. One was the National Highway Program, the way it started. A lot of hiccups, a lot of naysayers. Ultimately, it became a big success. No one opposes it. As an INB minister, I had followed the television revolution in India. I was instrumental in giving permit to a lot of these news channels. People asked me, "Tum kya kar rahe ho?" Humne kaha, "Kuch acha niklega." And when I see about 600 channels in the sky of India and about 245, 24/7 news channels in all the languages, some speaking sense, many speaking nonsense, but that is besides the point. But it has happened, giving jobs and a lot of things. And the third is the mobile revolution in India. Largely without the government, in many cases in spite of the government. Therefore, if these 3 have shown great strength. In fact, Mr. Bhatia told me in one of my interactions that in the last 1 year, the number of mobile phones, the number of landlines have shown phenomenal increase. 80 million new subscribers. The FDI in Telecom is the highest in the last 7 years, in the last 1 year.
Well, that was IT and Telecom Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad speaking at FICCI. He said Sanchar Bhavan is free from the external influences. In fact, he was talking about electronic manufacturing, which would be the next big thing. And then he said the states are actually keen in establishing electronic manufacturing clusters. And he also said there are 21 clusters across the country, and almost 23,000 crore rupees proposals have come. And then he himself, as a minister, have approved almost 13,000 crore rupees proposals under electronic manufacturing. And he was also talking about how the electronic media revolution, the revolution about the television channels emerged, and also the mobile revolution in India, which has shown phenomenal increase. So he was talking about all these aspects under the major Digital India campaign, which we are talking about. In fact,